you doing today? How was y'all's day? Hi Vix, how you doing? Thank you for the like, Vix. Let's see. Is this working? You're good? You just woke up not too long ago? Started playing New World. What is New World? Oh, is it that like is it survival? Open world? Online play? I'm not sure. I think I've seen somebody play that. Morphs. Yeah, I think it's like a first person thing, right? I've seen people like in the woods gathering like supplies and that kind of stuff. I didn't really understand what they're doing. I think there was fighting in it too. Are there monsters and stuff, or is it just more realistic? Marshall, why are you like working out over there underneath the tree in the flowers? What are you doing over there, Marshall? Marshall. Can you guys hear the game? Okay, and my voice okay? I had some technical difficulties this morning with it, so. Hopefully it works a bit better now. My avatar doesn't want to go straight. Hello there. Right now in Oxford, it's 5 p.m. on Sunday, November 14th, 2021. You may have realized that it's not actually 5 p.m. on Sunday, November 14th. There's a reason for that, though. I don't have any big news to share with you all today, but I would like to touch on a seasonal topic. This morning, I couldn't help but notice mushrooms are starting to pop up all over the island. Mushroom pie. Mushroom pie. Of course, they're delicious, but don't forget that they can also be used in the occasional DIY project. By the way, all the mushrooms that grow on this island are totally safe to eat. That said, it can be very difficult to tell mushrooms apart. When in doubt, be sure to consult a fungal expert before eating any mushrooms you don't recognize. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I wonder how many of the new recipes that are going to come in the new update require mushrooms. I wonder if we can like grow them ourselves, or are they just going to be a harvestable thing? Come on, computer, work with me. Okay. So as you can probably tell, I time traveled. Unfortunately, it brings berries. I didn't realize it would bring berries, but I time traveled because they said that November 14th on the interwebs, they said that November 14th, the trees would change. I don't know why I have this shovel in my hand. It's time for breakfast again. We're gonna have mushroom pie. The trees would change colors, and the ground would be colors, and like some trees would be sort of yellowy, and some trees would be orangey, so like you can see here we have both sort of like three colors there, which is like, this is the kind of coloring I wanted for the Halloween. So the famous snorkeler finally decided to grace me with an appearance. I'm just messing with you. I know how it is when you're the talk of the whole island. Us VIPs have to stick together. Don't be a stranger. Blah blah blah. So yeah, this is the color tone I wanted for Halloween, and so what we're gonna do today is finish up decorating for Halloween by my house. I'm gonna set the dream address, and then I'm gonna start restructuring the whole island. Hey gerbils, right? Yo, it's been forever and a day since we've talked, hasn't it? Like 1 month or something. Wow. Well, better late than when it comes to the Leopold light rail. Gerbils, choo-choo. Does that make sense anyway? Wait, what noise does a light rail make? I don't know. What is a light rail? So yeah, this is the color trees I was hoping for, and to set a dream address with this season with this colored grass. It's kind of weird that it shows up on November 14th instead of like around Halloween, but apparently that's what it is. November 14th is when like, so like that tree is like very red, which is nice. I did come over last night and I cleaned up my beach so that it's available for houses and also ready for the DA setting. And I also downloaded a couple new like roadways and pathways and stuff that I found. If you look up Colin Crossing on Instagram, he is very famous. He's very famous in the Animal Crossing world. Oh, there's Philbs. I was supposed to say hi to Philbs. He's very famous in the Animal Crossing world. He makes a lot of nice designs. How you doing? You wanna talk to me? Giga Joel, can you see me? I thought maybe I was a ghost for the last month. I'm always watching you, but you ignore me, bucko. That's no way to treat a snack buddy. They're so sensitive. So sensitive. So let's go up and work on the area next to my house, and then we'll set the dream address, and I'll show you the pathways that I downloaded and stuff for the restructure. Hi Dapper, how's it going? Let's say very red wolf, haha. You'll see yourself out. How you doing today, Dapper? Oh, I got $1,000. Hot dang. I don't want to plant the money tree though, because it's right in the yard where I want to work, so. I don't want these holly bushes here. This is going to bug me if I set the dream address with these holly bushes here, so. Because they look good, you know, for Christmas, but I don't want them to be red and green right now for setting the dream address. You're awake, it's a start. T-Face said that you stayed up like super late on Friday night. You like messaged him at 4 in the morning or something, like what time you was gonna start Metroid Dread, and I was like, dear God, is he ever gonna show up for Metroid Dread? Is he ever gonna wake up? T-Face said that you messaged him asking him like when he was gonna start Metroid Dread, and it was like super late at night. Maybe I misinterpreted that, but oh yeah, you did. It was so late you barely remember actually doing it. I wonder if I could actually plant a tree here. Probably not. It's too close to the cliff, but I had a dream. Those bushes are there too, but they annoy me less somehow. They annoy me less right there. So did you enjoy the Dread playthrough? Oh, I gotta put my shovel away. Did you enjoy the Dread playthrough? Away. I guess we can put the bells into my pocket as well. In the house and get some stuff to decorate. He did well. It was good. I was like, I don't know if he's. I think you were still asleep, but the very first Emmy he came into contact with which in theory is like the easiest Emmy, but he countered it on the first try, and I was like, what? Nani? And then he kept consistently being able to counter things. Like when the timing started changing up, it got harder, but I was like, dang. It was very entertaining. I hope he enjoyed it and that he can eventually feel his thumbs again. That would be nice. Okay, let's go with a pile of leaves here. I had an idea to like maybe make like a little witchy area right there in the front. I think I had like a pot that's over a fire or something like that. Some Animal Crossing players, they have every object in the game memorized. It's amazing if I can remember my name in the morning, so. So let's see. Maybe we'll take these and put them out there. Take that, maybe. Firewood, maybe? I don't know. Still in front of the fire. With the pot over it. I wonder if I only have one of those and it's on the island somewhere. I've never set a dream address before, so this will be an interesting experiment. I don't see the pot with the fire. Let's go see if it's by Filbert's house. I seem to recall maybe putting it by Filbert's house. Let's go through. So I'm not really sure any of you actually care about Animal Crossing, but we're going to be playing it for a while. Yeah, there it is. Like a campfire thingy with the pot over it. So, slightly witchy. This is even more witchy, but it seems kind of big for the space that I have going. That flower is out of place. I need to yell at it. I'm not even sure if any of you paid attention to the Animal Crossing Direct, but it's not really your jam. Most likely. But they'll be adding in more crops for us to grow, and along with the crops there'll be food recipes that we can craft in our kitchens. You have to have like a crafting kitchen table or something like that. I've yet to see a mushroom here, so apparently my island is too crowded to grow any mushrooms. So with Animal Crossing 2.0, essentially is what everyone's calling it, you know. There'll be crops and food recipes. And like currently in my setup, I have a lot of like pumpkin patches, but I don't really have towers here. I don't really have any room right now. I don't really have room for like a farm. So I wanted to actually like restructure the whole island so that there's room for a farm. And Colin Crossing on IG, on Instagram, he has these like road patterns that look very realistic. They're really famous. Everybody has been using them lately, so it's not like I'm coming up with an original idea here or anything. But I thought it would be interesting to use those to try to create like as realistic of a neighborhood as I am physically capable of, you know, because I'm not really that good at this. Thank you for the lark, Yao. I hope you get some food, get some breakfast, eat something tasty. I'm not super good at decorating. I'm not super good at making things look as realistic and as I want them to be, and also like just a perpetual issue with Animal Crossing that you have an idea in your head and what you make never quite matches it, but you know. So the idea would be to create, let's see, what else do I have here? Let's see here. Would be to create like as much of a compact as much of a compact sort of neighborhood as possible, while also having do not want to cooperate with me at all, do they? While also having like greenery. This mailbox is gonna annoy me because it's open. Because like currently I have a very natural island, and I would like to maintain that as much as possible, but okay. In a dangerous next to the fire, but that's okay. Tower? No. Cute and simple. I like it because it's simple. Probably a better color for that teapot stuff for the autumn, but I like the cat so much that I kind of want to keep it. So let's see if we can go set our dream address before we start the chaos. So yeah, I want a compact neighborhood, but I want to still have a lot of trees in it and plants, bushes, flowers, things like that. So, you know, the question is, how do I make a balance and try to make, I want the buildings to be all as close as possible together so that there's more room for farmland. That's my main goal, is to make the whole front of the island the neighborhood and the whole back of the island farmland. Let's see, I want to sleep. Welcome, welcome. The binary fields are teeming with beautiful dreams. And keeping the ice cream truck, Ted. Welcome in, Ted. How you doing today, Ted? By the way, if you prefer that I choose a dream for you, I will be happy to find you a surprise. No dream address is needed. I will simply pluck a pleasant dream from the internet for you to experience. Welcome in, Dad. I hope your day is going well. If you'd like me to surprise you with a dream of my choosing, you need only say surprise me. How may I be of assistance? So I'd like to share a dream, of course, but before we continue, there's some important information you will need to read first. Important information on sharing dreams. When you share a dream of your island, other players, including ones you don't know, will be able to visit a version of your island. That means that player-generated data about your island and its residents captured at the time the dream is shared will be made public. This data includes your name, your passport info, the look of your entire island, rooms in homes, your custom designs, any bulletin board posts, and more. Okay, I don't have any bulletin board posts. All done. From here it is simple. First I will form your memory of Knoxford into a dream. Then I will connect to the internet and upload your dream to the library. Oh, there is something else you may be interested in. Visitors to your dream may bring back any design that is on display in your custom designs portal. I don't know if I have anything else. Check your custom designs portal before uploading your dream to see which designs will be made available. Try thinking of those designs as Knoxford souvenirs. I don't think I have anything because I don't have any. Enough explanations. I shall now collect and compile your memory of Knoxford. Are you ready? I'm ready. Splendid. I shall now connect to the internet and the library of your dreams. Like, the island isn't perfect, but like, part of the charm of Animal Crossing is like, it's not ever really perfect. I am in, and now I shall collect and compile your cherished memory of Knoxford into a dream. So she's in our brain. That's scary. Close your eyes. Picture what you love most about Knoxford. Relax. Relax. Connecting to the interwebs. So, it's not perfect, but I'd like to save it as it is right now. It's a much more like wild, natural place currently than I'm gonna make it into in my idea. I don't know if my idea is gonna be successful or not, so I kind of want to preserve the current look as like my first attempt. I've never played Animal Crossing before this game, so I really I didn't know anything, you know, when I still don't know anything, honestly. But I knew even less when I started playing this game, so, I just wanted a natural island where the island, you know, the islanders' homes were all spread out a bit. So the idea with the dream address is you upload it and then you can change your island as much as you want. And if you want to keep uploading, you can, but you can sort of preserve what the island looked like before you started a restructure, which is ideal in my situation, because it's not like I had 10 switches and 10 islands. Since you have been so generous in sharing your dream address, I would like to request something. It sometimes occurs that I am asked to surprise someone with a dream of my choosing, but I would never share a dream without the permission of the dreamer. So, may I surprise others by sharing your dream of Knoxford? Oh, sure, why not? I don't want to probably ever see this, but excellent. I am certain many will be delighted to come across your dream. One moment. Connecting to the interwebs. You have 3.5 hours before you get off work, so you're just popping in for a couple minutes until you're off. Then I'm out at 12. Enjoy your Animal Crossing. Thank you. Thank you, Ted. I hope your day goes well. Work goes well. Okay. I'm gonna wake up. I wonder if there's a way to see how many people have gone to your dream address. Probably not, but it's kind of interesting. But yeah, like I said, the island isn't perfect, but I want to preserve it as it is before I start causing complete and total chaos. Because the idea is to cause complete and total chaos today, so yeah. So I set the normal. She's telling me about my dream items. I'll make sure I get a lot of documents there. So I like the kind of like dusky setting for 5 o'clock for the island. Like the sun is setting, there's a lot of orange to the island. So it's not totally pitch black. You can see things are glowing, but But I don't really want to be working on the island at 5 o'clock at night as the sun sets, so we'll check what's in the store and then we'll time travel back. I've never time traveled before, so I'm pretty much figuring this out as I go. Okay, I don't want any of that stuff. Okay. Do-do-do-do. See if anybody's in the square. I also plan on maybe switching up some of the villagers. I may try to get Raymond's amiibo. He's cute. I know everybody always wants him, but I've never had him on my island. Well, Pumpkin, we finally get a chance to talk again. It's been 1 month, right? How's it? Gerald. So I've been reading Playing to Win the Stock Market. I love reading, but I've missed being able to talk to you. Okay. Some holly bushes here that I would have changed, but it's okay. They're okay. They're not as insulting as the ones near my house. This looks pretty good for a dream, huh? I like this. But yeah, I wanted the houses to all have big yards in my initial plan, and a lot of space around them, a lot of natural environment and flowers, as you can see here. The new neighborhood concept will be very different. It'll still have some natural elements, but so the idea today is to start over here on the far left of the island and work our way that way, which will be kind of interesting to see what happens when I hit the plaza, according to what I have in my head. What happens when I hit the plaza? So currently, this area here, up until this section, isn't very Halloween-y. I did want to play on Halloween, but I'm so excited about the updates that I want to start working now on my neighborhood and opening up the possibility for farmland. So even though it would be kind of nice to preserve it exactly as it is for Halloween, the major Halloween sections I'll try to preserve as they are until past Halloween. But the things that aren't the major Halloween sections, we'll start working on those and see how they look. Okay, so let's see here. Snave and end. So I just want to Move the clock back. I don't know if I should move it back to today. I suppose we could just move it back to today and move it back to today and daylight hours. Okay, there we go. Okie dokie, artichoke. Will that work? I don't know. I've never done this before. I've never done this before. Dun dun dun. Oh, didn't work. I think I have to quit the game. Like, make sure I actually quit the game and then reopen the game. Okay. Did I win? No. There's no such thing as winning in Animal Crossing. Does Dapper have to work today? What are we playing tonight? No, this is back to normal. Okay. Coloring is back to what it should be today, I guess. So something reset properly. I could have just stayed at November 14th and moved up to the daylight hours, but I'll probably forget that I changed the clock unless I do it right now. And then I'll be like confused about why I have like snow before I should. Indeed, you have work today. You're not sure yet. Thank you for following. You're addicted to Resident Evil, so I wouldn't be surprised if you showed up with Resident Evil. With apple stuffed cheeks, I take long walks and read long books. This time of year is wonderful, but far too short. Enjoy it while it lasts. Hey Red, how you doing today? Hello, Suits. How is Red today? Welcome in, both of you. Today we just set our dream address to, we just time traveled to, okay, that was the document stack out of this little project from Mom. We time traveled, time traveled to November 14th when the, trees are more oranges and like yellows and stuff like that, and we set a dream address with all the Halloween stuff, and today we're going to start a restructure because Animal Crossing 2.0 is going to come with a lot of crops, and in order to make the cooking recipes you need to have the crops. So I have pumpkins. I have a lot of pumpkins, but I don't have any room currently on the island for anything else. So we're going to restructure everything and make a neighborhood, a tighter neighborhood up in the front of the island and farmland in the back of the island. Whether or not it actually looks like what I want it to look like, it doesn't matter altogether. You're not leaving it so long. Snowfall, can we talk? I've had no luck finding along the oh, it's in my, yeah, go ahead. Sounds good to me. I would have just given it to her. I don't know why I'm selling it to her, but thank goodness, let's trade then. Do you play Animal Crossing, Rat? I don't think I've ever seen you play Animal Crossing. Thanks so much, Snowfall. This is just great. So yeah, I downloaded the Colin Crossing of Instagram fame road. So this is like his autumn road. I don't know if he does a winter road, but honestly, like, there's still dead autumn leaves on the ground here in winter, so. You did when it first dropped, but you've never played on stream? Ah. Have you thought about playing it with the new 2.0 stuff coming out? Playing it again? I did get burned out for a little while, and I didn't really like, once like I finished my island as much as I wanted to, like, I was like, oh, I'll just decorate it for, you know, holidays and stuff like that, but now, I need farmland if I want to do the farm stuff. And I don't have any. I don't have anything set up like that. And I want like big open fields too, so to be honest, no, you got really burnt out and felt bad not playing. I understand. I understand. It's like, and this is also Colin Crossing stuff here, his brick stuff. So I'm going to use this brick combined with the road, basically, is what I'm trying to show you. I got the Switch specifically for this game. So it is one of those things, like, if you, like, I stopped playing it for a little while. I was like, oh, okay, this Switch sitting here, and I'm not doing anything with it. Like, you do feel a bit guilty. Let's see here. I want to close this up for now. Start construction. And basically, I want to make like one big long street in the front section of the island. And currently, this doesn't work in that idea, so let's see. I've forgotten how to do this. Moment here. So you can't move the mouths of the river, but like basically you can make it like a little smaller and leave more room for my road project. It is easy to get burnt out in the game though. Especially if you like play it and you also watch people play it. Like, I was like playing it and also watching people play it, but like for the longest time I was just watching people play it because I didn't have a Switch. So this is basically our option for the for this area right now. I didn't have a Switch. There's Marshall over here working out in the flowers for some reason. He doesn't have much room in his yard to work on, I guess, but I gave him so many flowers. For like a year, I watched people play it until I got an actual Switch. So I was deprived and antsy to get my own Switch and start playing it myself. So first world problems, right? First world problems. Like, I may add in water elements later, but like the whole thing is surrounded by water, so it's not like there's a lack of water. Water features. There's a beach. But yeah, so let's see here. Away the construction stuff for now. fence here. What are you doing, Maple? Smelling flowers? Or you doing something weird? So I don't know where you're going. Fun back here making key sounds. Anybody has to in the bathroom. Solana pee or is she smelling flowers? Like she's smelling flowers. Okay, so this is sort of the area I wanted to experiment with. Like this will determine the position of how far I can go to the beach. Determines a lot of the road you I want the road to be straight, you know. Colin has diagonal roads available, but I do not have the skill to figure out how to use diagonal roads, so I want the road to be as straight as possible. So it's going to be, this will be the sidewalk here. So the sidewalk will probably start here. Let's see here. What is my plan? You get that feeling, Rat? Hi there, Pepper. How's it going? Yeah, sometimes it's just like when you play a game a lot, like Animal Crossing is meant to be played in small doses every day, and all of us became obsessed with it and played like hours and hours every day, and it's, you know, difficult to like avoid burnout that way. But when a game is like that, it, you know, it is it's difficult to prevent yourself from like overplaying, essentially. You have to like cut yourself off and do it in the small doses that they wanted you, that they like really designed the game to be played in. But I know when Tife did his island, he said that I'm gonna press the wrong button here forever. He said that he actually pathed underneath all of his path. He put in the game path underneath all of his path. Just that did it in the same spot, didn't it? He put he put the game path underneath the real path, like the pattern, like this pattern, type of pattern that you put on the ground. And in order to be able to see it on the map, and I was just, I don't think I have the patience for that. I don't care if I can see it on the map or not, honestly. But I'm gonna hit the wrong button forever here. Okay, so what does it look like when I put that there? It's kind of nice. And then in these areas I can put maybe I want it to be 3 wide so then I can put in gardens. This isn't going to be a speed build, this is going to be me experimenting because I don't know what I'm doing. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, okay. sidewalk like that, a road, and then another sidewalk, and then a row of houses. And then I hit the wrong button there for the whole day. So in theory, it should be this one. Nope. There we go. Why that button? Why do I want to keep pressing that button? Why do I instinctively go to that button? Okay. Oh, there we go. There's that button again. Maybe by the time I'm done with all of this stuff, I'll actually have the button pattern memorized here. This is not a difficult game, but I need to make it difficult, apparently. Apparently I can't have it simple. I need to make my life complicated by not pushing the right buttons. Okay. So Mario Superstars comes out on Friday. Does anyone plan on playing that? I know Tifa wants to, Tiger Jess wants to. Any of you guys plan on playing Mario Superstar Party or whatever it's called? I told him I would get it if he didn't have an. I didn't want to do that, but there we go. I mean, I'm eventually gonna have to do that anyway, so. I told him I would get it if he didn't have enough players. I've never played Mario Superstar Party before though, so I didn't want to do that. I don't know. If I make this one 3 wide and then make the road like that and then make this 2 wide, is that too annoying? And does the road need to be wider? I don't have just a plain block of road. He probably had one in there and I just didn't take it, but I'm also full, so maybe I didn't take it because I'm full right now. I'm gonna have to delete all these because this is the path and stuff that I'm using right now. So if I want more stuff, I'm gonna have to delete some stuff here. But maybe that's too wide. If it's as wide as the road, that might be annoying. I don't know. Make it a planks along the edge here then. And make the sidewalk like this, and then we'll work on that one again. And then we'll work on making the area along the beach here look nice. This way, this will be straight. This should be a straight shot. The only thing that is controlling me really is the mouth of the river, so this will allow me to put like a fence or something here, or plants, so people don't fall into the river. I know that looks a little bit more balanced to have this sidewalk the same width as this sidewalk, and then the road is slightly wider. That makes a bit more sense. Now I just have to do this for the whole width of the island, right? Yeah. How's that gonna go? Who's excited? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Definitely go to resident services and ask for that bridge to be destroyed. I have to wait a day for the bridge to be destroyed, but it's not like there isn't a bunch of other stuff to do. So. I think you can only do one like resident service construction thing at a time too. So like moving the houses. Which is like a good point. Should I move his house or someone's gonna talk to me and I'm gonna hit him in the face with the shovel, so put that away first. Hey, remember our special greeting, Boo? Do you maybe want to change it? I think this is for now. Yeah, you're probably right. We should build more exposure for our current brand. Good call. I mean, it's not even Halloween yet, Leopold. How you doing, Marshall? Buongiorno, that means gonna be a great giorno in Italian. Let's chat. What kind of a day will today be? It's off to a great start, I can tell you that. Okay, alright, let's go destroy the bridge first. It should be ready tomorrow then. Forgot how to sit down. My head is a bit large, huh? Let's talk infrastructure. Let's chat. There are a number of things we can discuss, but let's see about bridges and inclines. I would like to demolish something. Okay, that's what we want to demolish. Yes, please. 10,000 bells. Goodbye, 10,000 bells. Go on by tomorrow. So the plaza here is very festive for Halloween and stuff, so we'll just go this way. And instead of going that way. Why is she singing? What's going on? How you doing, buddy? You're adorable. You know that? I think you know it, but you're adorable. So we'll just keep going this way for now. With our pet. Oh, there we go. Already hit the wrong button. This is gonna take a while, guys, huh? This is gonna take a while. He's so cute, yeah. Tifa likes to find, we were talking about this on his channel, Tifa likes to like find his villagers organically by just like villager hunting. And I did that a little bit because I just wanted squirrels, so I just villager hunted for squirrels. But for Marshall, I bought his amiibo. I bought a little stuffed, I had someone, I commissioned like a little stuffed crochet Marshall with an amiibo in his butt. So now I can call him whenever I want with the amiibo in Marshall's butt. I may do the same thing for Raymond because I really like the way that Raymond looks. I know it's very like cliche to want Raymond, but he's very cute. make a neighborhood that would look good in the fall, and that button. Why do I keep going to that button? Would look good in the fall, and then like would easily transition into like the winter, into a winter village. Have to stand on the square. I want to do. Here we go. Alright, we're 2% done. Oh no, sitting down. How you doing, Judy? 2% done. Probably less than 2%. Because I wanted to make 2 of these roads. I wanted to make a road with the houses, as many houses as I can fit on the road, and a different road with houses and the museum and the shops as well. So like 2 roads parallel to each other. He's just singing his little heart out. He must be excited about his new house, road, neighborhood thing that I'm making. If only he knew I had to destroy everything in order to... Thus is life. One must destroy to create anew. Keep hitting the wrong button. Should be... Nope, wrong button. Why do I want to hit that one, I swear. So this one will be the line. What are you doing, Marshall? What are you on? Chasing bugs, huh? What a cutie. The line. By the time I'm done with the 2 roads, I'll know which button to push, right? Probably not. This is the one I want here. So yeah, Colin Crossing also has the diagonal roads like this. I don't know if he's gonna do like a winter version of this with like snow or something. I don't know what he's done in the past. So I don't know if he changes up the roads seasonally. I've just seen everybody start using this and I was like, oh. Let me get on the copycat train. Because I have no problem with being a copycat. I haven't really seen it used with his brick pathing here. Because like this could very well be a road. You know, this herringbone brick pattern could be a road too. If you wanted it to be. It could be like a nice Victorian road. Ye old timey road. But I like the idea of it as a sidewalk. shrubs, Marshall. Moving them to a different part of your yard, Marshall. And some people, they have like why can't I plant a shrub there? They have like their neighborhoods, designed in a way that like similar houses are next to each other. I think that may be like, that would be good once I actually determine like there's a couple villagers that I may want to remove and put in new amiibos. I was gonna replace Leopold with Fang, because I do like the outside of Leopold's house. This is the outside of Leopold's house, and it's very like neighborhoody-ish, and traditional looking. I like it, as he's over here smelling flowers. But, Leopold is fine, but I don't have any great attachment to him or anything, and I was gonna put Fang in, and now that they have, Raymond, there's also a mouse, a Tina, that like I'm not exactly attached to 100%. That's kind of nice. Simple but nice. I saw an example of like some plantings that I sort of wanted to copy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. This is a nice like little gap here though. And maybe I'll do the plantings on either side of that. It was like a combination of a tree, bushes, plants, and like a piece of fence that looked very nice. You're definitely convinced on getting AC when you get a Switch. You love the chill vibes a lot. Oh yeah, you said you were getting a Switch, right? Did you put in the order? I mean, they're doing a big update. Put flowers here. They're gonna do a big update for, the 2.0 is what they're calling it, or whatever. And that's for free, and then they have a DLC that's coming out, which is big as well, and it is $25. But, obviously the game isn't free to start with, but, I'm kind of hopeful that, like, if a lot of people buy the $25 DLC, which I think a lot of people will, that they'll continue offering, like, they'll continue making, things like the $25 DLC. I don't know if they will or not, but, it's kind of my hope. My hope would be that, but, can't really control what Nintendo does and does not do, unfortunately. But it would be nice if they continued updating the game and not letting it die. Like, I know that they like to let games die after like 2 to 3 years, particularly because if they're going to come out with a new console, they want to make sure that they have a new game coming out on the new console that everybody's going to want, and then they're going to want to buy the new console. That's how that is structured, unfortunately. So they're going to let things on the Switch die unless Nintendo is kind to us and says we're going to like keep updating the Switch for a really long time and you can actually continue to use this device. But I don't, all of us are probably sitting here well aware of like all of the now useless consoles sitting around our houses, right? Because everything, I don't know what the word is, expires. Like, you can still use them to play the games, but if you want to play the new games, you need the new console, and that's a massive pain in the booty, but, you know. They just released the OLED. You feel they're going to support the Switch for... Yeah, I'm hoping that too. I'm hoping that they see that, like, there's still a really high demand for the Switch, and there's no reason to get rid of it yet. But, you know, logic and what the corporate brains actually do are sometimes two different things. Because, you know, in the end, Nintendo wants to sell big ticket items like the consoles, and in order to keep selling them, they have to eventually offer brand new ones with brand new games that you can only get on that console. Like this game, and the Switch, which is why I have a Switch, because I wanted this game. But even with the 2.0 stuff, I think there's a lot of content here. You know, I think even if they didn't do a lot of updates, there's a lot of content for someone to play for a year or two without anything new. You know, if they just get the game tomorrow, there's still a lot of content to play here for a year or two without feeling like you're being, you know, denied any progress or anything. Like, yeah, there's like certain quality of life things that are going to annoy you, but you know, there's the idea of the game isn't really to, like, you know, be swamped with things to do. Thank you for the work alert. You can't do that with Nintendo, I guess. You agree on getting new consoles is a pain, that's why I tend to game on PC. Yeah, PC is like spoiling us, right? PC is like, oh, I just need the PC, and I can get whatever game I want for, like, you know, 15 years, right? But, and the nice thing about Steam, of course, is you get a new, I'm gonna press that button, wrong button forever. You get a new computer or whatever, and you just, you know, you can download it straight onto the new computer, and it, like, remembers, you know, like, oh yeah, you had this stuff. You don't have to, like, re-buy it, you know? Which, unless, you know, with the digital copies, like, on Nintendo, it's like, well, you basically have to rebuy it for everything. Whatever game it is, you have to rebuy it for the new console. Thank you for the work, Dapper. But I would really recommend this game. Obviously, I'm playing it. I plan on playing it for quite a long time until I get this neighborhood and stuff sorted, and then establishing farmland and playing the 2.0 update. But I would recommend it quite a bit. It's very relaxing. It's not at all like Metroid Dread. And it's very creative too. It allows you to do a lot. It allows you to be very imaginative. And the nice thing about the community is, like, you can go onto Instagram, you can go onto YouTube, you can see, you know, other ideas of what people are doing. So if, like, you don't have an imaginative or creative bone in your body, there's a lot of ideas out there that you can borrow and adapt to your plans. I'm sorry, Leopold, I'm trying to steal your flowers here. Because that's what I do. Like, I have creative ideas, but I like seeing other people's examples in order to work off of them. Because it gives you an idea of what the game is actually capable of doing. I can't believe Tipe one-shotted Metroid Dread. Yeah. Honestly, like, at the beginning of the game, I saw how fast he was going, and I was like, oh, he can do this in one shot. Like, he is moving fast. Like, the controls were not bugging him. He was jumping and bouncing all over the place really fast. He was mastering those, like, counters right away. And he wasn't exploring, you know, and, like, going into every nook and cranny and trying to, like, shoot every single piece of wall, you know, like some players do, in order to get, you know, 100%. in each of the areas, but I was like, he's so fast at this. He's gonna do it in one shot, and he did. So when I first saw him start playing, I was like, no, he can do it. He can do it. He is determined. Let's see here. Yeah, Animal Crossing is a very special kind of game in that aspect. You feed off of other people's playthroughs and it becomes wholesome. Yeah, Tifa the speedrunner. I mean, it's not like a true it's not a true speedrun, but like, yeah, I mean, he was speedrunning in his own way, yeah. Yeah, and like, I think the issue with this particular version of Animal Crossing is, of course, it's so social, which, like, I'm not really sure if the big brains at Nintendo really realize, like, how many social aspects would be worked into this game. Like, people streaming it, putting it on their social media, but, I mean, they knew that they were aware that they were offering people to make their own codes, creative codes, you know. Could they have predicted how much creativity and time and energy people would put into making these creative codes? Because like all of this is all Colin Crossing designed, all of this here, right? And this is just one example, right? There's thousands of people making designs, and then other people, you know, then they're sharing them, then other people are using them. Like, I could sort of see that they knew that was gonna happen, but like to the scale and the intensity that it is, you know, I don't know if they could have predicted that. I don't know. Leopold is like, what are you doing to my house? What are you doing to my house? Nothing, honey. Nothing, honey. I'm not doing nothing. This suspicious behavior is nothing, I swear. Let's see here. I really have not figured out like the way to stand at all. Well, we're just gonna do this for now, and then okay. Then we'll work on the rest. So yeah, I've seen people like, they set it up like this, and then they put like trash cans and mailboxes, bushes, piles of paper, bikes, lampposts, and all sorts of stuff up and down the sidewalks. And I'm like, oh, and then they make it look really realistic. Whether or not I'm actually going to be able to make it look that realistic is a different matter altogether. But it's interesting to try, right? It's interesting to try. How many of these am I gonna get before I get the one behind me? Okay, there we go. So yeah, the game isn't free, but it's definitely worth it. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we did that. It's definitely worth it, and it's honestly, in my opinion, I'm biased, but it's worth the price of the Switch. This game alone is worth the price of the Switch, which not everyone would agree with me on that, because then that makes it a very expensive game. But for what it is, it's really amazing. Especially if you watch like gameplay of, or you've played, you know, the original Animal Crossing games, the earlier Animal Crossing games. Like this is amazing to look at. Not that there was like anything wrong with those games, but like here you can like, you can't see it right now, but like sometimes the houses have like little puffs of smoke coming out of the chimneys, and like food has steam coming out of the top of it and stuff. Like all the little 3D details are like amazing. And I mean, look at this. Like, look at this little guy walking around. Like, how adorable is he? He's worth all the money in the world, isn't he? Look at him. He has a cute little tail on his butt. How you doing? Coming over to look at Leopold? Trying to come over and see what catastrophe I'm causing over here in this neighborhood? Causing a pretty big catastrophe, I can do that. Where am I gonna put all these flowers? Let's get crashed down. I'm not sure which color flowers I want to use as my like plantings, so I don't want to like toss them. A lot of people would just toss them, but I'm not sure what color I want to use. Colors. So a lot of this process will be me moving flowers around from one side of the island to the other. And then eventually I'm gonna have to like get rid of some of them probably. I mean, I can put a lot of them in the fields as like placeholders for the crops. But once I get the crops in, then I'm not gonna be able to have so many flowers on the island probably. Which is sad. I like the flowers, but as you can tell, they're a bit crazy, and I do want to experience the crop growing. The plants in the direct looked really cute. I think there was like tomatoes, maybe peppers, beans. I'm not sure. Here for now, so I can. I gotta dig the hole, I guess. I'm not quite sure like which fencing to use in my neighborhood, and we're actually coming out with new fencings. I tried to look up last night like what are the new fences that are coming, and like there's a couple of them that you see in the direct, but as far as like really like a specific list of like these are all the fences that are coming, like nobody has it yet, you know. So it'll be interesting. Like I may choose one, but sort of keep it as like a placeholder, so that if something better comes out in the new release, then I'll switch it up. But I like something low and see-through, so that you can still see a lot of the greenery and stuff behind the fence in the neighborhood. We've hit a tree. We have hit a tree. Is Leopold sleeping over here? No, he's investigating weeds. Okay. Eat one. I will say that one thing, which is both entertaining and annoying, is that the villagers want to be involved in everything that you're doing. So like Marshall is standing next to me singing, which is like great. But sometimes when you're building, they like have to be right in your way, which is this is Leopold's house, so it's actually the other way around right now. I'm in his way. This is his yard. I'm harassing him. But, all for the price of progress. So the idea is to build the road and the sidewalks and then sort of radiate from there. Plantings in the front and then yards behind it. I'm not sure how many houses I can fit along this road and how big their yards are going to be, but they're not going to be like minute yards. I still want some yard for each house to give it plantings and some personality. Yes, all in the name of progress. As I steal his lighting and his flowers, he's just going to turn around and be like, what? What is this girl doing? What is this girl doing? She's destroying my house. She's destroying my house. I just think this road is amazing though. I've seen people use roads before and I just like... Okay, obviously not in the right spot, but there we go. And sometimes they're a little bit too city-like. They're a little bit too, like, urban, for lack of a better word. But this has, like, the leaves. It looks like a suburban, you know, it looks like a suburban road. Doesn't want to go over here. Everywhere but what I want it to go. Like this looks like... It looks like a developed town, but it doesn't look like overly urban to me. For this road. And then with the brick sidewalks, hopefully it looks a little bit older and old-timey-ish. Maybe like a... New England town. Of course, New England roads are not straight like this, but we'll pretend. Lurking for a bit? Thank you for the lurk, Pepper. In order to get rid of that, I gotta go in here. And then make it grass again. Let's see if I remember how to do this. There's grass. If I just push every button, I'll eventually get what I'm supposed to press, right? Guess I'm done. So yeah, the past few days I've been coming up with this idea. Like, how do I... Wrong button. How do I make farmland? How do I, like, make big patches of farmland? And I found these codes last night, and thought they would be great for a neighborhood. And, woke up bright and early this morning. Oh well, bright and early for me, which is 9 o'clock. That's bright and early for me. Excited to do this, work on this today. So I was like, well, let's go for it. Okay, got more of it done. Grabbing a convo there. Will he notice if I pick these weeds behind him? And steal his plants. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh, okay. Fill up my pockets here with picked flowers. So yeah, initially I designed this to be a English countryside canal town, and I named it Knoxford, like Oxford, England. But now we're gonna go more for like suburban America with farmland. Suburban area next to farmland. So like suburban mixed with rural. That's a general idea. Eat that. Eat that. I should experiment with these trees and make sure I can actually put them here. I was gonna make this a bush, a flower, and I wanted to make this a tree. Could I make it a tree? Nope. This is gonna be a problem then. Maybe I need to move everything back then. I'm just gonna stick to like bushes and flowers along the edge here. And then trees back in the neighborhood so you can actually see the houses a bit easier. Trees along here, so I'm gonna have to move all this. Fantastic. Alright. Well, we didn't get too far. I mean, we got slightly far, but we didn't get too far. Hi, Sylvana. How's it going? What's up with you, huh? Okay, so this one will be... Oh. The bottom of the sidewalk. At least we figured out that tree thing early. Before we finish the whole road. Be less trees and plants and stuff in the front half of the island than there is now, but I still want a lot of trees and flowers, plants, as much as possible, so. Like the two sidewalks and the road sort of give you a spacer between plantings in theory and the houses and the yards. You can still see the houses a bit more clearly than if the houses were like super crowded around with plantings. Okay, press A. Okay, there we go. Nope, press A. Press A. There we go. I thought I had made so much progress here. Little do I know. I don't have enough room for plantings. Should have started with the plantings, but you know. Not sure how I want those to look yet, but I should probably just copy what I found on Instagram for now and then adjust them later. Hey Chef, how's it going? Doing your shopping today? I'm causing a catastrophe over here, Chef. What are you doing? Now I just need to fix all the rest of them. Yep. Just all the rest of them. And everything else. Let's try that planting idea first. Here's time to evict some cute animals. Not yet, but soon. Let's try the planting idea. I may have to move them around, but okay. How you doing, Solana? I take screenshots of things that I want to try on my phone because I need a visual. I need a visual because I don't remember. Okay, it's two bushes. No, it's a hedge, a bush, a flower, a tree. Okay, well. We need hedges. Let's see if we have any hedges at home. Maybe we should drop off some of these flowers here for now. Just put them wherever I can. For now. Obviously, I have way too many flowers on this island. Another thing coming in the update is gyroids, which people who have played the previous games are like super excited about gyroids. I saw them in the direct and they look really cute. Like the aesthetics of them in the previous games, like they were like okay, but they weren't like anything that I was gonna go nuts over. But the coming examples and their aesthetics, like they look super cute. They look like little like Studio Ghibli things. and they show up in the ground, right? So like that's another thing that like I'm thinking of. Like I need to make sure that there's like room for these gyroids to pop up, because currently like very few spots on my island are actually open. So that's something else to keep in mind as I attempt to make more space. Like some people are saying they're making like an actual like gyroid garden, because sometimes you'll let's see here, I want the storage unit. Sometimes you'll find the whole gyroid, and then other times you'll find part of a gyroid, and then you have to like plant that gyroid, and then it'll like, I don't know how many days it takes, but then it'll grow into a full gyroid or something like that. So you need some like you need some sort of garden or something for them. Okay, we have 21 hedged indigenousness. I don't know if that's enough, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. And for now, I think I'll use this one for my fencing idea, because I have 50 of them there, so. So hedge, bush, flower, tree, flower, hedge, bush. Let's see how far we can go with this. I think hedges are craftable items. I think they're a recipe. Are those things with the weird face that play? Yeah, they're little like clay sculptures, which are based upon an ancient Japanese sculpture. And they make music, they play sounds. And these ones are gonna make music and play sounds as well. You can display them in your house. I don't know if you can display them outside, but you can display them in your house. In the direct, they definitely in the direct, they were definitely like in someone's house, so. I don't know if I want to make like a garden bed for these plantings or what, but I mean, we might as well just see what we can do first and then see what happens here. See how it looks. So I wanted a bush here. No, that's not what I wanted it, but okay. I have to be more precise with this. It is not forgetting. Oh, you were thinking, what are they talking about? I remembered those things. Oh yeah, gyroid. Yeah, they basically, I think they've been in every Animal Crossing game. And people have a great, you know, fondness and love of them, and they're very nostalgic about them. Me, I have no idea, because I've never played Animal Crossing before, but they look super cute in the, in the direct. You remember they were fun when playing City Folk? Yeah, I mean, people like make little choirs of them in their in their houses, you know, which is kind of funny. Will it plant a tree here? That's a good question. Yeah, it did. Oh, alright. This shrub to see if my experiment actually looks okay. Tulip. No, don't have a third tulip, but I have a yellow lily, so we'll just put that. What do we think? What do we think? Like, you can see the plants through the fence, so it doesn't totally block them off, but it still adds like structure to the area. You're not putting in like 75 hedges. It looks interesting. It looks interesting to me. And then you can make sets of those and then have breaks in between where people could walk from their house down to the beach. It looks interesting to me. I don't know what color flowers I would want. Would I want them to all be the same color flowers? I don't know yet, but it does give like the nice natural look to it, as well as it's like a structured natural look, but you're not like completely deleting all flowers and plants and stuff from the neighborhood. So nope. Press A, just playing around. There we go. Probably have to start those planters from the entrance to the airport so that they flank the entrance to the airport evenly, and then radiate out from there. But for now, it's, you know, just experiment on how to make them look good and see if I like them. So wrong button. But yeah, people are really excited about gyroids. Brewster is coming back into this game. He's not really coming back, but he's coming into this game. And he's going to have a little coffee shop inside the museum, so people are also excited about that. I think he probably was in City Folk as well. I think he's been in most games. And in the new update, you can go there and have your coffee, and you can also amiibo other characters into the coffee shop so that you can have coffee with like NPCs and your villagers, and you can also have coffee with other Animal Crossing players who come and visit your island. They can go and have coffee and Brewsters together. I think that's really cute. Should you use any particular pronouns? Oh, it's she and her is fine. She and her is fine. I know, VTubers are sometimes very, like, non-specific in their genders, but, yeah, she, her. Is fine. But I'm not picky. If anybody calls me by, the so-called wrong pronouns, I really won't care. I will not be offended or insulted. So yeah, there's a lot to be excited about in the coming update. Okay, what am I on now? I'm on road. There we go. Get as far as we could. Do you go by he, him, Pepper? Or do you go by something else? I should ask your pronouns too, that's the polite thing to do. Oh, that's not gonna go where I want it to go, but let's just... Nope, that's not... I didn't want to wear it. I didn't want to wear it. I don't want to wear the road. Okay. I tried. No, wrong button again. Yeah, a friend of yours is super excited about the update. He, him, run-of-the-mill system. I knew Brewster was coming because they teased that, but I honestly did not expect what they brought to the table at all. I was totally shocked and blown away. I was like, what? What? As I said it in the Discord, I said it in T-Phase Discord, like Nintendo was like, hold my beer, guys, like, I'm gonna bring it. Like, I couldn't believe how much, and I'm glad that I'm actually glad that they're offering a DLC, a paid DLC, because it will show them, it'll give them like an actual metric of like, yes, people are still interested in this game, like keep working on it, you know, and it'll give them some money. Not like Nintendo needs our money, but like it'll show them that people are interested in stuff. Thank you for the ice cream truck, yeah. You've been shot by Bumble? Bumble, how dare you come in here and shoot people? How you doing, Bumble? Thank you for the ice cream truck. X in chat for Pepper, who has been shot by the virtual pew pew pew. How about you, Bumble? Didn't you play Animal Crossing? Did you used to play Animal Crossing? Am I imagining this? Are you gonna play the update? You would only shoot Yao for the ice cream truck? Hey, that's a Sorry. It amuses so many people. I didn't realize it would be so amusing when I added it. But now I'm like, well, I can't take it away now. People like using it. People like annoying other people with it. Sorry, not sorry. Oh no, the dementia is kicking in. You've never played Animal Crossing? Oh, okay. I'm at 99 followers? Oh, wow. Who would have guessed? I'm just gonna put this everywhere.
Bruh.
It'll eventually go where I want it to. Wait, no, it won't go where I want it to. Thank you for the bro. You've seen 100 already. How? How? Thank you for the 100th follow, whoever you were. Don't know how it's possible, but here we are. Are you okay with the brawl sound? No. Okay. Bumble, are you okay with any sounds? You just hate all sounds? You refreshed and you're at a... Wow, thank you. Wow, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for the congrats. Dang. Well, I've been trying to stream every day for almost every day, most days, so maybe that's helped, but that's way faster than I thought it would be. Of course, they might be, bots? I don't know. Are the bots still a thing? You good with the sound of my voice? Okay. Smooth, yeah, smooth. Points to Bumble for that. Even as my voice starts to crack from talking. I talked for 3 days straight with that Night in the Woods game, and yeah, it's still, my throat is still a bit sore from that. I think it's also the weather changing is not helping my my throat. But yeah, talking 3 days straight in Night in the Woods, reading essentially a book aloud for 3 days straight. That was that was rough. You can probably still hear it in my voice. But very interesting game though. I did it 3 days in a row because it was so interesting. I wanted to know what. Yeah, I finished the Night in the Woods on Friday. Friday afternoon. I wanted to know what happened. I mean, I didn't understand what happened, but I wanted to know. Time for laundry and a bit more packing. You're tired and slept in the floor. Oh my god. Where's your bed, Bumble? Where's your bed? When's your last day in the current place? Don't stop. Don't let me stop you from laundry now. So the story, I mean, it's basically like a 20-year-old girl who is a cat, you know, and also a girl. And she drops out of college because she's basically having like a psychotic break. Or like, she explains it that like her mind only sees everything as shapes. So she essentially has a breakdown because all she sees is shapes and not like people or anything, you know? New bed is at the new place. Old bed went to the dump yesterday. Ah, okay. When do you go to the new place? I hope it's soon, because God, I could not sleep on the floor. I would be, no, that would break my body. So she drops out of college, she goes back to her parents' house to live there, and she doesn't really tell anyone except towards the end of the game that she's basically having a psychotic break like she's had in the past, and she's been like hospitalized for it. She like went nuts on someone in like high school or middle school, and they beat the crap out of them when she was having her previous psychotic break. And so she's essentially like having the same issue in college, and she realizes she needs to leave and go home where things are more normal and hopefully she won't have a breakdown. And then there's like all sorts of spooky stuff happening in the town, and I'm really not sure, like, is it actually happening in the town or did she like imagine it? But there seems to be some sort of like weird murder cult where like adults in the town are like sacrificing people to this like demonic goat that they believe to be in the mines. It's very weird, and because she's having like this psychotic breakdown, you kind of wonder, like, is this actually happening? Is she imagining this? Like, is she has a lot of really trippy dreams in the game, so you're not really sure like what is reality and what isn't. So they really do like to play with that a lot in the game. But she, you know, it seems like everybody makes it to the end of the game. Her friends do, at least, and she does. Her parents do. But other people may have died. They may have contributed to those people dying, and it could be the bad people. But, like, I'm expecting that, like, half the town is missing, but they don't really get into it, so they don't really explain that much about, like, are the people that we supposedly killed actually dead, or, like, what just happened? You go to the new place today, new work tomorrow? Okay. So is this the last place? Is this the last day, in your old place? I hope you get an actual good night's rest on a real bed. Yeah, is it my life story? No, it's not my life. I mean, I never had a psychotic break, but I did drop out of college. I went back, but I did drop out, when I was 20. So, yes, I did drop out of college when I was 20, but I did go back. Look at all these squirrels over here. Like, they know I'm trying to work on stuff, so like, let me come over and get in your way. And now I'm a doctor. Yeah, now I'm a doctor. God forbid. I really shouldn't have gone back to college, but I did. And then I became a ridiculous doctor. Let's see here. Go away. Murder cults. Yeah, it was some really messed up murder cult that, like, I wasn't sure if we were imagining it or it was really happening. You changed degrees in university at like 24, 25. Well, I mean, you know, you weren't 35. You weren't 34, but I get it, you know. I didn't know what degree I wanted, and, why did I do that? Okay, I wanted the apples. I wanted the apples. I lost one of the apples to the ground now. I didn't know what degree I wanted, so I was like, why am I in college, like, you know, when I don't really know what I want to do. And I was supposed to, I went to college in New Mexico for a year initially, and I was supposed to go to Alaska. I was supposed to go to Alaska for like an exchange program, but all the classes that I wanted to take at the school in Alaska, they weren't offering them. The semester, you know, I was supposed to be there, there was no classes for me to take, and I was like, well, what should I do now, you know? And then it just highlighted the fact that I was just taking classes that I was interested in, but I didn't really know, like, what I wanted to get a degree in. So I took a year off, and I think that's actually a good idea. Like, don't go straight from high school into college. Take a year off, work, travel, do whatever your financial situation allows you to do an internship, you know. Try to figure out what you actually want to do with your life a bit more. Figure out who you are a bit more before you go into college and massive amounts of debt when you're just like, I want to take a class of air hockey because that sounds cool, you know. But that's my opinion. Bumble is still in high school? Oh yeah, sure, I believe that. Oldest high schooler I know. Yao studied in software engineering and now you're in accounting. I mean, they're both useful, but I can understand if you're, you know, taking the classes and then you're like, well, I don't like these classes. Yeah, it's good to change as quickly as you can if you don't like the classes. If you're still trying to adjust years later, your problems with studying in general, you're in computer science. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, there is an issue with college, right? It's structured for a certain people who learn a certain way, and not everybody learns that way, you know? Like, it rewards people like me who can study and memorize and spit information back out. I'm really good at that. I mean, not anymore because I'm old and senile, but at the time I was very good at that. But other people who think it in different ways and more creative ways and non-traditional ways, you know, like, college can be very difficult. Am I studying now? Miss that. Me, I'm not studying now. No. I went to school and for a very long time, and I get a PhD in art history, which I really shouldn't have done. But I did it because it interested me quite a bit, and I wanted to teach college. I taught college and university for like a little while, but it does not pay the bills. It does not pay the bills. Old and senile, like 60? No, but almost. It's very difficult to teach at a college and university and really feel like you're making a difference, which is one of the reasons why I started just teaching here on Twitch, because I was like, well, it's, you know, if people want to subscribe to me, they can, but I'd rather teach for free, and whoever wants to learn can learn whatever I want to teach, and I'm not, you know, using my entire salary to go back and forth to college, you know. You spend, basically, like, the amount of money it takes to get to the workplace and teach is, like, as much money as you make, so it's kind of a point where you're like, why am I doing this? I don't work now. Well, I kind of work now. I mean, I stream on Twitch and I write books. I publish books under pseudonyms? What's the word? Pseudonyms and other names, other people's names. I write books under other people's names. So it's not really like work in the traditional sense. It's weird work. It's weird work of writing books whenever I want to write books. Should I get a real job and make real money? Yes. I should get a real job and I should make real money. Yeah, like a ghostwriter, yeah. Okay, can I break this rock? If I eat this apple. There's a question. There we go. Yeah, I write books, but I don't tell anybody what books I write. So it's basically a ghostwriter. It's not any books that I would ever tell people that I wrote. Because it's not my name. It's a different name. Oh, it's other names. Other names, there we go. Using the name Tife to avoid lawsuits. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I write under Tife. Look on Amazon for anything written by Tife. But I do wish that I had a degree that was more useful. I do wish I had a degree that was more useful. That is one thing that is very true. I, like, sat here for a while, and I tried to design video games just to see if I could. I was not very good at it, but I designed a mobile app game where you have a little ball that you roll around, and you collect poop with the ball in a landscape, so that was fun, but I was like, I don't think I can be paid to do this. Meanwhile, Tifa would be like, why am I having these lawsuits? Yeah, where are all these lawsuits coming from? He lives in New York, he probably gets sued on a regular basis. Leaves his house, gets sued. Maybe. Maybe. Besides the fact that there's a house in the middle of the road, it looks pretty good, right? I think it looks pretty good. Minus that bridge. That's just in the middle of the road. Where Tife lives is not a tough place at all. Tife does not live in a tough place. He might want to come over here and argue with me, but no, I wanted to hold that. I was already holding it. But in my opinion, where Tife lives is not. You might get sued a lot there, but it's not like a dangerous area. But I'm sure it's full of lawyers. There's a comedy podcast on YouTube that talks about a house in the middle of the road. Oh, there is? Oh. Apparently I have a specific theme going on here. I mean, if you get sued at every corner, that's definitely... Oh, I guess so. I guess so. Let me rip up this flower that Solana is smelling. I gotta wait until she starts smelling it. Will she notice it's gone? me tell you, getting these weird colored flowers, like the blue ones and the purple ones, so difficult. Oh, my pockets are full. Squirrel, kill it! Where? Try it again. Where's the squirrel? Oh. In the game. In the game. No. No killing my squirrels, Bumble. No killing my squirrels. It's not allowed. I'm running out of places to put these plants here. I'm definitely gonna hit a capacity issue. Oh, here's some blank area. Plant. 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 But yeah, should I have a real job and a real life? Yes, I should. Should I make real money? Yes, I should. Do I? No, I don't. So the lesson is, kids, don't get a PhD in art history, and instead get a PhD in computer science, or accounting, or just get a regular degree, bachelor's degree in those things. You don't need a PhD, trust me, you don't need a PhD. What you really need is a degree and life experience. You need actual job experience. It teaches you way more about what you need than school does. Once you get into the real world or the so-called real world, and you start working, you're like, what was I studying in school for? I didn't learn any of this stuff in school. What the heck did I learn in school? Right, Harold? Harold said yeah. Harold says yeah. Harold says yeah. College is a joke, man. An expensive joke. Let's put this. Let's clear that. An expensive joke that you need to go to and if you ever want a job. Oh, there goes my shovel. You want your degree and work overseas, you're wishing on getting into game development? Oh. Where do you want to live? I mean, you don't have to tell us where you want to live, but in case you want to tell us where you want to live. Gonna do stuff before you pass out? Okay. I hope the movie and stuff goes well. Sylvana's playing with the fountain again that I'm about to destroy. Sorry, Sylvana. I hope everything, let's see. Hope everything goes well, Bumble. Let's see here. Start construction. Hope you get an actual good night's sleep. Yeah, I used to teach at a college, that had a whole game development, program. It was very interesting. Every year the kids would have a annual demonstrations of like the games that they made and stuff. They would have like senior projects and stuff like that. Thank you for the lurk, Yao. I hope Yao, did you eat? Eat, Yao. Eat. Dog is whining. He didn't go to the bathroom this morning. He didn't do the poo. So it's probably why he's whining. We were out there for an hour, trying to get him to go to the bathroom. And he's just paying attention to everything else. so now he's gotta interrupt my stream to go to the bathroom. I see how it is. I see how it is, Harold. No rest for the wicked. Do I have to end stream and like start it again later? My god. You want to live anywhere that can help you grow, honestly? It can be the US, UK, or whatever. Oh, okay. Okay, you ate breakfast? Okay, good. Let's see here. But yeah, it was always very interesting to see the games that the kids would make. I mean, they're not really kids, they're adults, but, and see what, like, technology is actually, like, available to them, and, like, how things are developing. Things that I, you know, when I was that age, I would never imagine that we could do things like they do in games. Okay, Harold, okay. I hear you. Over here, there aren't that much opportunities, and they are for smaller companies. You won't be making Steam or console games. Ah, okay. Yeah, in countries that aren't, you know, certain Asian countries in the United States, like there's indie game makers in other countries, but yeah, if you wanted to work for a big game company and not be an independent developer, you would probably need to be in a different country. I mean, I don't know what country you're in right now, but I think you're in Europe. I may be assuming wrong. I may be remembering wrong, assuming wrong. Okay, Harold, okay. I hear ya. Over here, there aren't that much. Okay, I know I read that already. Okay. Okie dokie. Hi Marshall, how's it going? Really, I'm gonna have to end stream here. Take the dog out. Fill my pockets with flowers and other paraphernalia. Oh, thanks for coming by, Pepper. I'll probably be back in a half hour, 45 minutes or so if you want to come back in, but feel free to, like, you know, go about your day, do things. I would do a BRB screen, but it could be like 45 minutes of being out there trying to get him to go to the bathroom, so. A 45-minute BRB screen is a bit ridiculous, so. I could understand if I was doing like a 24-hour stream or something, but I'm not, so. So we won't raid anyone or anything like that, because I intend on coming back after the dog walk, so. Okie dokie. Thank you everyone for coming by, and I'll see you in like an hour or so when I will ping you all again, annoyingly. I'll see you in an hour. Bye-bye, everyone.